So I have told you about the mechanism of flow of free electrons within a conductor. So I have told that when there is no potential difference across the ends of the conductor, suppose this is any conductor and there is a very huge concentration of free electrons, which is ranging from 10 to the power 24 per meter cube, say 10 to the power 29 per meter cube. This is called the free electron density, number of free electrons per unit volume. And these free electrons are moving through the interatomic spaces with a very huge velocity. That velocity I have told that it will be 10 to the power 5 meter per second, which is called the thermal velocity, which the electrons have achieved because of the temperature. If you increase the temperature, this velocity will also increase. I have given the concept of the electron gas, as the electrons are very huge in the number, free electrons are very huge in the number and moving randomly. Therefore, this concentration of free electron is termed as electron gas. It's clear. And the motion of these free electrons have been governed by the gas laws. And by using kinetic theory of gases, I have found at room temperature what will be the approximate speed of free electrons because of the thermal energy of the conductor, because of the temperature. So that comes out to be 10 to the power 5 meter per second. But this huge velocity is not in a fixed direction. Some are moving in this direction, some are moving in this direction, some are moving in this direction. Here in this diagram, I have not shown positive ions. Positive ions will also be present and electrons have to pass through interatomic spaces. So what will happen? There will be no current overall. Overall, there will be no current. क्यों ओवरऑल क्यों करंट नहीं होगी? एवरी इलेक्ट्रॉन इज मूविंग एंड मूविंग चार्ज प्रोड्यूस इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, but overall there is no current. What is the reason behind that? So that we can say equal number of electrons are crossing to any cross section from either side in a given time. मतलब क्या है, अगर 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किसी सर्टेन टाइम में इधर से इधर जा रहे हैं तो उसी टाइम में 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इस तरफ भी पास होंगे. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट व्हाट विल हैपन? Because of that, there will be no net transport of electrons through any cross section. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का कोई नेट ट्रांसपोर्ट किसी क्रॉस सेक्शन से नहीं होगा. और जब कोई नेट ट्रांसपोर्ट नहीं होगा, इंडिविजुअल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भले मूव कर रहे हैं, but there is no net transport of electrons through any cross section, and therefore current will become zero. This we can understand by the other way also. What is the other way? We can say that the average thermal velocity of all the free electrons is zero. Though individual electron is having a very great thermal velocity, but the average of those thermal velocity, because they are directed in the different directions, so average of that becomes zero. Means if we assume that within this conductor there are capital N number of free electrons, if there are capital N number of free electrons and their thermal velocities are u1, u2, u3, and so on, un, then what will be the average? How will you find average? सबको वेक्टोरियली ऐड कर लेंगे और n से डिवाइड कर देंगे. That will be zero. वो जीरो हो जाएगा. But now if you apply a potential difference, here I have applied a potential difference. This is a battery, this is a cell. With the help of that, I have applied a potential difference. This end, since it is connected to the positive terminal and this is connected to the negative terminal, therefore this will be at high potential and this will be at low potential. Because of this potential difference, if we assume that the potential difference is V, so because of this potential difference, what will happen? An electric field will set up all along the length of the conductor. An electric field will set up all along the length of the conductor. In what direction? In this direction. That you can see here, from high potential to low potential. If its length is small l, if the length of conductor is small l, then what will be the relation between electric field, potential difference और length? तो हमको मालूम है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या होती है. इट इज द पोटेंशियल ग्रेडियंट, इट इज द पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप पर यूनिट लेंथ. E equals to V upon L. It is clear. Now, because of this electric field, what will happen? Every free electron will experience a force. We know that if the electric field is in this direction, so since the electron is negatively charged, therefore on that force will act opposite to the direction of electric field. फोर्स इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लगेगा. और कितना फोर्स लगेगा? E into capital E. This we have found from this formula. F equals to Q into E. Q चार्ज अगर E इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में रखा है तो उस पर कितना फोर्स लगेगा? इतना. इलेक्ट्रॉन पर कितना चार्ज है? इलेक्ट्रॉन पर चार्ज है E. सो इतना फोर्स लगेगा. आए समझे? मीन्स इफ वी शो हियर in the diagram, so you can see here what will be the direction of force. So you can see direction of force on every free electron will be this. This will be the direction of force on every free electron. What will be the acceleration? फोर्स तो इतना हुआ, तो एक्सीलरेशन का फार्मूला तुमको मालूम है. A equals to F upon m, where m is the mass of the electron. So what will be the acceleration? It will be Q, it will be E into capital E upon m. So electrons will accelerate with this acceleration. In what direction? From low potential into the high potential end. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इस डायरेक्शन में एक्सीलरेट करना शुरू कर देंगे. बट वेदर दे विल एक्सीलरेट कंटिन्यूअसली, क्या वो एक्सीलरेट कंटिन्यूअसली करेंगे? तो करना तो चाहिए, पर ऐसा हो नहीं पाएगा. क्यों नहीं हो पाएगा? क्योंकि कंडक्टर के अंदर एटम्स आर क्लोजली पैक्ड, एटम्स आर क्लोजली पैक्ड एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैव टू पास थ्रू small interatomic spaces which exist in between the atoms. So when they try to pass through this small interatomic space, what will happen? They will suffer collision with the positive ions. Because of the collision, they will lose their energy and come to the rest. होगा क्या? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जैसे ही एक्सीलरेट करेंगे, जैसे ही वो पास करेंगे थ्रू स्मॉल इंटर एटॉमिक स्पेसेज, दे सफर कोलिजन विद द पॉजिटिव आयन, लूजेस द एनर्जी एंड कम टू द रेस्ट. बट बिकॉज ऑफ द एग्जिस्टिंग पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, बिकॉज ऑफ द एग्जिस्टिंग इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, once again they will accelerate from the rest, and once again the same thing will take place. They will accelerate, suffers collision with the positive ion, loses energy and come to rest. So this phenomena will take place again and again. Therefore, in place of having a continuously increasing speed, in place of having a continuously increasing speed, electrons will drift. Drift मतलब खींच खींच के बढ़ाए जा रहे हैं. Electrons will drift with a constant velocity towards the higher potential end. They will acquire an additional velocity component because of the potential difference. Because of the potential difference, they will acquire an additional velocity component directed towards the higher potential end. and this additional velocity component, it will be very small. It will be nearly 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second, which is called the drift velocity. About this already I have told in the previous lecture. So 10 to the power minus 4 मीटर पर सेकेंड की वेलोसिटी से ये इस तरफ ड्रिफ्ट करेंगे. दिस कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी which free electrons acquire under the influence of potential difference is called the drift velocity. इसकी डेफिनेशन में कांस्टेंट वर्ड बहुत ही जरूरी है. आए समझे? ये ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी क्या है? इट इज द कांस्टेंट एवरेज वेलोसिटी एक्वायर्ड बाय द फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स in the under the influence of potential difference. Is there any need to write this definition, or you can write afterwards? बताओ. Hello. So I think that there is no need because I am repeating many times, so you can write that. It's clear. Now there were two
Yes,
more
sir.
terms. Yes, very good. Thank you. Now there were two more terms, and these definitions have been asked in the past. ये definitions रिलैक्सेशन टाइम की, मीन फ्री पाथ की और ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी की, ये पीछे आई हैं. हम जितना भी बता रहे हैं दैट इज फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ द बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन. इट्स क्लियर. So see here, there is one term, relaxation time. Relaxation time, it is the average time spent in between two successive collisions. Average time is spent in between two successive collisions of electron with the positive ion. That is called the relaxation time. And this relaxation time, it is nearly 10 to the power minus 14 second. Then there is one term, mean free path. It is the average distance traveled in between two successive collisions. That is called the mean free path. Now after this, we will determine the expression for the drift velocity. Its symbol is drift velocity. Its symbol is Vd. It's clear. So see here, what is the expression for the drift velocity? Expression for drift velocity. So you can see here I have assumed that there is a conductor of length L having area of cross section A. Its length is L, and here I have assumed that it is having the area of cross section A, uniform area of cross section. Though all the expressions have been derived for a conductor of uniform cross section, पर अगर क्या है, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म क्रॉस सेक्शन का भी कंडक्टर है, in that case also these expressions will be correct. It is clear. These expressions will be valid. For the simplicity, it is derived for the uniform conductor. It is clear. Now see here I have assumed there is a conductor of length L having the area of cross section A. Let there are capital N number of free electrons. Capital N is not the free electron density. Free electron density denoted by the small n, which means number of free electrons per unit volume. Here there are capital N number of free electrons. It is clear. And let their thermal velocities at the room temperature are U1, U2, and so on, Un. It is clear. So as already I have told that the average thermal velocity is 0. Average thermal velocity is 0 means vector u1 plus vector u2 plus and so on plus vector un upon n. Here vector sign is must. In some books you will find that there is no vector sign, but we will keep this. It's clear. So this is 0. It's clear. Average thermal velocity is 0. When you will apply a potential difference, suppose here a potential difference has been applied, this indicate higher potential and this indicate lower potential. So what will happen? An electric field will be developed all along the length of conductor, as I have told previously. And what will be the magnitude of this electric field? E equals to V upon L. Because of this electric field, a force will act on every free electron. Force will also act on the positive ions, but that force will be insignificant for them. Why? Because they are tightly bounded with one another. Positive ions are positive charge is associated with the atom and atoms are tightly bounded. So here we consider only for the free electron. So how much force will act on the free electron? E into capital E. It is clear. This much force will act, and because of this, every free electron will acquire this much acceleration, where m is the mass of the electron. What will be the acceleration? E upon m. If we assume that the relaxation time for n electrons is this, it's clear. For first electron, it is the relaxation time is tau 1. Here, this is a Greek symbol tau. It's clear. So for the first electron, it is tau 1, tau 2, and so on, tau n. It is clear. So what will be the velocity achieved by this acceleration? So see here, this is the thermal velocity. An additional velocity component will be acquired by the free electron because of this electric field, because of this acceleration. So what will happen to the final velocity? Final velocity vector v1 equals to vector u1 plus a into tau 1. It's clear. And this acceleration will be same for all the free electrons. For the second, it will be what? Vector v2 equals to vector u2 plus a into tau 2. And so on. For nth, it will be un plus a tau n. So what will be the average velocity achieved? What will be the average velocity achieved? How will you find? So now you will do the sum divided by n. Do the sum divided by n. So I am doing here. You can see it will be vector v1 plus vector v2 plus and so on plus vector vn divided by
1 2
n.
3
Yes.
4.
There are 4 students. Yes, 4 students, sir.
Only 4 students are there.
Yes, only 4 students are there. Yes.
Okay, sir, you can carry on your
Yes.
teaching. है ना?
Yes.
Right.
So here it will be, what will you do? You will do the sum divided by n. It's clear. Similarly, here also, when you will add it, so this will be vector u1 plus vector u2 and so on, vector un upon n. So this is the second vector u1 plus vector u2 plus and so on plus vector un divided by n. And when you will do the sum of this, so here you can take vector a common, because here this is present everywhere. In every term it is there. So it will be vector a tau 1 plus tau 2 plus and so on tau n. This is tau n divided by n. So this is the average velocity achieved. Now already you know that this thing is 0. This is 0 because this is the average thermal velocity. Its value is 0. Now this is the velocity achieved under the influence of potential difference. And since it is the velocity achieved under the influence of potential difference, so that you can term as Vd. that you can term as Vd. इसको हम क्या डिनोट कर देंगे? Vd. It will be equal to vector A, and this is what? This is the average relaxation time for all the electrons. Average relaxation time for all the electrons. It's clear? Now see here one more thing. You can see here electrons are moving in what direction? Opposite to the electric field. Electric field is directed in this direction from high potential to low potential. Free electrons are moving in this direction. They have acceleration in this direction, means Vd and A is in the same direction. Vd and vector A, it is in the same direction. So you can write here as vector Vd and vector A is in same direction. So we can write, we can omit this vector sign. हम इस वेक्टर साइन को हटा सकते हैं. क्या हो जाएगा? Vd equals to A tau. So this is the expression of the drift velocity. It's clear? And this derivation can come in your examination. It's clear? In board examination, there will be very simple questions. It's clear? And now I am going to tell you one term, mobility. What is the mobility of the free electrons? Mobility of the charge carriers. But here we will talk about the mobility of the free electrons. So see here, mobility of free electrons means it is the how quickly an electron can move through a metallic conductor. How quickly a free electron can move here I am talking only about the free electron, can move through a metallic conductor. Under the influence of electric field. Influence of electric field. In solid state physics, it is the mobility is a term, mobility is a term, mobility, it is a term connected with the charge carriers. And here mobility of free electrons defined as how quickly an electron can move through a metallic conductor. Or in the semiconductor, later you will study semiconductors also. And in semiconductors, there are two types of charge carrier. One is the electron and other is the holes. While in the metallic conductor, only one type of charge carrier, it is the free electrons. It's clear? So how quickly a free electron can move through a metallic conductor under the influence of free electrons. And it is numerically defined as, here it is numerically defined as drift velocity achieved by free electrons under the influence of electric field of यूनिट स्ट्रेंथ. मतलब क्या है? जब 1 न्यूटन पर कूलम की इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है तब कितनी ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी है? दैट इज कॉल्ड द मोबिलिटी. मोबिलिटी की न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू क्या होती है? ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी under the influence of unit electric field. Under the influence of unit electric field means electric field of 1 Newton per coulomb. 1 Newton per coulomb. So you can see here, suppose under the influence of electric field E, what is the drift velocity? It is Vd. जब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ई थी, ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी कितनी थी? Vd. सो व्हाट विल बी द मोबिलिटी? मोबिलिटी को सिंबल म्यू से डिनोट करते हैं, और ये फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की मोबिलिटी है, तो कभी कभी ये भी लिख देते हैं, म्यू ई लिखे या म्यू लिखे, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू Vd अपॉन ई. इट इज क्लियर? अब Vd का एक्सप्रेशन तुम लोगों को मालूम है, Vd का अभी हमने बताया है, इट इज इक्वल टू A इंटू टाउ. And A you can write as A, already I have told, it is E into capital E upon M, where M is the mass of the electron. So it is E into E tau upon M. So when you will substitute this value here, what will you get? You will get mu E equals to, it is Vd upon E, E you bring in this side, so it will be E tau upon M. E tau upon M. That you can see here, mu E equals to E tau upon M. This is the formula of the mobility. It is clear? Now see here, mobility of free electrons can here mobile here, what will be the unit of mobility? What will be its unit? So you can see here, it is very simple. Vd is in meter per second, and is what? It's 1 unit in Newton per coulomb, but we don't use Newton per coulomb. Here we use this unit. You know that E equals to V upon D. It is a potential gradient. It's 1 unit is volt per meter. Volt per meter. So here I will write volt per meter. So it will be equal to, here Vd is meter per second. It is volt per meter. This way it is, you can see here, meter per second, volt per meter. So you bring all the terms in numerator. When you will bring in numerator, so meter and upon meter inverse equals to, it will be meter square per volt per second, per volt per second. It is clear? This is the SI unit of this. It is clear? The SI unit of mobility is this. You can deduce the dimensional formula also. What is the SI unit of mobility? It is meter square per volt per second. It is clear? One more thing which is very important, mobility is positive, is always positive. It's clear? Whatever be the charge carrier, it will remain always positive. It's clear? Now see here, while the direction of current, it can be positive current or it can be negative current, but the mobility will always be positive. Now after this, I am going to deduce one more relationship, which is very, very important. You have already studied, perhaps I equals to NEAVD. How will you deduce this relationship? So now only 5 minutes are left, so I may be quickly I can tell you. Now see here, let us consider a conductor of length L having area of cross section A. Let a potential difference V is applied across its length. This is the plus and this is minus, and a potential difference V has been applied it across the ends of the conductor. And because of this potential difference, let the electrons have acquired here, yes, electrons have acquired this drift velocity. It is the velocity acquired by the free electrons in Vd. All of you wait for a minute. you can see here, let the electrons have acquired this drift velocity. So इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी इतनी है, तो अगर ये हम एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ले लें तो इस एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन को कितनी लेंथ के, और सपोज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर मूविंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन, सो इस एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन को कितनी लेंथ के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्रॉस कर जाएंगे, वीडी लेंथ के। मतलब अगर ये दो क्रॉस सेक्शन हैं, इनके बीच का सेपरेशन कितना है, वीडी है, तो जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अभी यहां पर हैं वो 1 सेकेंड बाद क्या आ जाएंगे, यहां पर आ जाएंगे। मींस वी कैन से दैट free electrons of Vd length will cross to any cross section in 1 second. अब Vd लेंथ में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे, तो पहले इतने का वॉल्यूम निकालो। तो वॉल्यूम क्या होगा, वॉल्यूम हो जाएगा तुम्हारा कितना, लेंथ इंटू एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन, सो Vd इंटू ए। आए समझे? 1 मीटर क्यूब में कितने फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं, 1 मीटर क्यूब में जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं उनको n से डिनोट करते हैं। तो इतने वॉल्यूम में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे, Vd इंटू ए वॉल्यूम में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे, Vd इंटू ए इंटू एन। आए समझे? और इतने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पर चार्ज कितना होगा, एक पर होता है चार्ज E, तो इतने पर कितना हो जाएगा, Vd इंटू ए इंटू एन इंटू E. It is clear. So we can say that this much charge will pass through any cross section in 1 second. It's clear. Since the drift velocity is Vd, it means the free electrons which are present in this length will cross to any cross section in 1 second. Now how many electrons will be present in this length? तो इतने के corresponding volume क्या होगा, Vd into A। यूनिट वॉल्यूम में इतने फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, तो इतने वॉल्यूम में Vd इंटू ए इंटू एन। एक पर चार्ज होता है E, तो इतने पर चार्ज कितना हो जाएगा, दिस। सो वी कैन से दैट दिस मच चार्ज इज पासिंग थ्रू द कंडक्टर इन 1 सेकेंड। सो व्हाट विल बी द करंट, current will be equals to Q upon T. So here it will be equal to Vd into A into N into E divided by T is 1 second. So we can say that it is Vd into A into N into E, or it is equal to NEA Vd. It is the current. It is clear. So I equals to NEA Vd. Now after this there is a expression of the current density. So you can see that formula also. What will be the current density? J equals to I upon A. Here I is given what, NEA Vd divided by A. So this and this cancels. So J equals to what, NEVD. It's clear. J equals to NEVD. And this we can write in the vector form also. Vector J will be equal to NEJ scalar quantity, free electron density, E charge scalar quantity, Vd is a vector quantity, vector Vd. But here there will be minus sign. And why there will be minus sign? Because current density J always has what direction? In the direction of flow of positive charge. Means this will be the direction of current density. While the drift velocity, it is in the direction of flow of free electron. J and Vd both are in the opposite direction. So when you will write in the vector form, it will be this. So I hope that you have understood this. I will upload its video also. So from there also you can see. It's clear. So now I am ending. Thank you.